In a surprising turn of events, former President Donald Trump has taken the legal stage once again. This time he's requesting the Supreme Court to intervene in the ongoing controversy surrounding TikTok. Trump has asked the court to pause the government's ban on the popular social media app to allow space for negotiations. Let's dive deeper into this developing story. Donald Trump, known for his strong stance on national security and international trade, made headlines during his presidency when he signed executive orders to ban TikTok. His reasoning: concerns over data privacy and the app's ties to the Chinese government. But now, years later, the former president seems to be taking a more diplomatic approach. TikTok raises important issues about privacy and security, but banning it outright without discussions doesn't serve the interests of the American people. I've asked the Supreme Court to pause the ban, so we can talk about it and work towards a resolution. This plea to the Supreme Court is not without context. In 2020, Trump's administration attempted to ban TikTok unless its U.S. operations were sold to an American company. The move was blocked by federal courts, which ruled the administration's approach lacked adequate justification under the International Emergency Economic Powers Act. The concerns about TikTok aren't baseless. Its parent company ByteDance operates under Chinese jurisdiction, raising fears of potential data sharing with the Chinese government. But banning TikTok outright impacts millions of American users and businesses who rely on the platform. Negotiations could strike a balance between security and accessibility by involving the Supreme Court. Trump is essentially asking the judiciary to step into what has been a primarily executive and legislative matter. It's an unusual move, but not unprecedented. The court could pause the ban if it sees merit in further deliberations. I'm glad someone's finally saying we need to talk about this. TikTok isn't just an app, it's a livelihood for so many creators. If they're worried about security, fine, but don't just take the app away. Let's find a solution that works for everyone. Trump's appeal to the Supreme Court highlights a larger debate about balancing national security with technological innovation and freedom of expression. While his approach may seem unorthodox, it brings the issue back into the spotlight at a time when TikTok's popularity is at an all-time high. What happens next will depend on the Supreme Court's response. Will they agree to pause the ban and allow negotiations to take place, or will the legal and political battles over TikTok continue? One thing is clear: the fate of this app has far-reaching implications for technology, privacy, and diplomacy. Stay tuned as we bring you the latest updates.